Hi, let's talk about how nothing has gone wrong. The discomfort you may be feeling is a sensation of an inadequate idea losing its grip. That's exactly what needs to happen. This week has most likely taken something away from you. The framework that most people use to think about change, about why they're the way they are, about what they can do about it. The framework no longer holds up. The patterns you repeat aren't failures of will. The insight you've accumulated hasn't produced the structural change that you expected. And the self doing the observation is produced by the same loop it's trying to observe. But nothing has gone wrong. The discomfort isn't damage. It's the sensation of an inadequate idea losing its grip. And that's exactly what needs to happen before anything more accurate can take its place. What this week's done is made the mechanical self visible, the loops, the predictions, the reinforced patterns. None of that was installed this week. It was already running. The only thing that's changed is that it's harder to pretend otherwise. Spinoza's understanding of freedom is worth sitting with because it's genuinely different from how most people think about it. Freedom isn't the absence of cause. It isn't rising above your conditioning or overriding your nervous system through willpower. What changes is whether you understand the necessity operating within you, inside of yourself, or whether you're simply moved by it without knowing it. He called that understanding adequacy, not control, not transcendence, just knowing more clearly which part of nature you are and how it actually works. That's reachable. It doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty, sustained over time, with enough outside interference to keep the loop from sealing itself again. Now, here's where this week becomes practically useful, not just for understanding yourself, but for the people around you. Once you understand that other people are running loops too, that their reactions are structural rather than personal, something shifts in how you experience difficult interactions. The colleague who reacts defensively to every piece of feedback isn't targeting you. They have a loop that learned criticism meant threat, and it fires before they've consciously registered what you've said. The partner who shuts down in conflict isn't choosing to punish you. Their nervous system learned that disappearance was safer than engagement. The parent who keeps giving the same unhelpful response isn't being deliberately obtuse. They're running the prediction that always worked in situations that feel like this one. It doesn't mean you accept behaviour that damages you. What it means is you stop arguing with the person and start seeing the mechanism. 3 practical things follow from this. Stop expecting insight to change other people's behaviour. Telling someone their pattern won't interrupt it. It will more likely activate the defensive loop that protects it. Stop taking loops personally. When someone reacts with disproportionate intensity, you're almost certainly triggering something in their history that has nothing to do with you. And notice your own loop activating in response. Catch the moment your own prediction fires, the tightening, the narrowing, the sudden certainty about what the other person means. You can't always stop what follows, but you can learn how to recognize it. The last thing worth naming is what genuine help looks like from here. Most support, encouragement, validation, insight keeps loops sealed, not because it's unkind, because it operates at the level of the narrator, not the level of the loop. What actually helps is structural friction, contact that doesn't confirm the loop's existing predictions. Warmth matters, but warmth without friction is just comfort. And comfort is very good at leaving everything exactly as it is, dysfunctional. You know more now than you did on Monday. not more strategies, more prediction about the actual problem. The patterns are still running. The loop is still closing. But now you can see it clearly enough to ask the right questions about what actually interrupts it. And that's no small thing. That's the beginning of the right kind of work.